I'm happy to have the public having access to our shop again.
Back open after being blocked off for months, what the reopening of PCH means for locals and visitors.
Do you wish that someone from the government would have come and talked to you by now?
It would have helped.
Plus, seniors left to survive on their own after the fires. We ask local leaders how this happened and what's being done now.
We can always do more. We can always do better.
And an emotional reunion months in the making. The road to recovery for Skinny Minnie the kitty and her journey back home. Welcome to Rebuilding SoCal, our commitment to give you the very latest updates in the wakes of the fires. Hello everyone, I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Amy Johnson. At KCAL, we will keep you at the forefront of our coverage as we rebuild SoCal.
We'll be here Fridays at 4:30. You can also find this very show on our YouTube page and website.
And we're going to get answers and hold leaders accountable while showcasing Southern California's solidarity and strength. Because we stand with you.
Right, we begin with a major update many have been waiting for.
PCH is officially back open. Desmond Shaw is live in SkyCal with the look for us. Des.
It's a really big milestone here at Pacific Coast Highway and in Entrada, where this is the first time since before the Palisades fire that we have seen here without a checkpoint that is stopping everyone, making sure that they are residents. Now open to all through traffic, and officials are really hoping to see a lot of people come down here and patronize all of the businesses along the Palisades and Malibu corridors that have really suffered since the Palisades fire. And they definitely want you to come out here and enjoy the beaches, but it is far from a free-for-all. As I zoom in on one of the many authorities here, there's an LA County Sheriff, actually an LAPD cruiser right there, but you're going to have LAPD, CHP, and LA County Sheriff's deputies are all going to be out here with zero tolerance for speeding and any types of crime. So definitely need to observe the speed limit, which is going to only be 25 miles an hour. So definitely lower than it had been before the fires. There's still going to be a lot of crews that will be working out between the Palisades and Malibu doing road repairs until further notice. But this opened way ahead of schedule. We just got the news a couple of days ago, and just in time for the unofficial start of summer and the long holiday weekend. So definitely seeing some increased traffic here. Again, the first time since before the Palisades fire that we've had multiple lanes open in each direction for everyone to come through here. They're also warning people to stay out of the neighborhoods. There's still going to be very, very strict enforcement there, and the authorities will be on the prowl for any type of looting or any other trespassing or illegal activity. But the beach is open, the businesses are open, and officials really hope that you'll come and spend the weekend out here. Live in SkyCal overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Amy and Juan, back to you in the studio.
It's so great to see that, Desmond. Thank you. Meanwhile, Pasadena firefighters want answers about the toxic chemicals now in their bodies after fighting the Eaton fire. They just received results from urine and blood testing showing high levels of toxic substances known as forever chemicals, things like lead and carcinogens that are released into the air during fires. The firefighters say it's important to find new ways to prevent these dangers by improving equipment and safety procedures.
We're not only understanding just how prevalent they are in our day-to-day operations, but how they're accumulated inside of us. You don't have to agree to a cancer diagnosis the day you take this job.
Healthcare workers from the nonprofit IHON in Northern California rushed down to help first responders. Firefighters say their help has made a big difference. And KCAL News continued to uncover stories of seniors being left on their own after the January wildfires.
Yeah, we've also reported on community support programs available to help these people.
But we wanted to know, how is this still happening?
Yeah, Jasmine Veal asked leaders for answers.
This is the wall from his garage.
77-year-old Brenda Johnson's Altadena house is still too toxic for her to stay in after the Eaton fire.
Now, gone.
She has no idea where she will even sleep next week as she waits for her house to be cleaned. And you haven't been able to come back and live here, so what have you been doing?
Hotel to hotel.
And then we have the I met Johnson a few weeks ago at a LA County workshop for seniors with reverse mortgages facing property damage from the Eaton fire.
Don't know which way to go. And I've been running to different meetings, trying to get information.
It's been mostly on Johnson to figure out her insurance policy, repairs, and even deal with the trauma from the fire with little outside support.
You don't know what to do when this first happens, especially. You don't even know what to think about your next step.
Johnson is not alone. We interviewed other seniors on KCAL News facing similar struggles, like 91-year-old Helen.
Do you wish that someone from the government would have come and talked to you by now?
It would have helped. It certainly would have helped.
What's left is hardly recognizable.
There was also 73-year-old Gary Van Ostrand, who is low-income, elderly, and disabled.
That was a new water heater.
He was living on his burned-out property in a tent until a group of volunteers stepped in.
Can you just take this flyer, some free resources for seniors? Yep.
Altadena Town Council member Darlene Green understands the urgency of her mission.
Wanted to make sure you guys know we hadn't forgotten about you.
She's trying to reach as many seniors as she can to tell them about county resources after meeting many of them trying to do it on their own and running out of hope.
So we have to fix that problem. When they have gotten their flowers, a part of that is going door to door. A part of that is going to be going to liquor stores putting flyers up. A part of that's going to just be calling because they don't use the internet. I just think that they are in a lot of trouble. And we didn't know about that before this fire, that we had so many seniors that were going to be in a situation if a tragedy were to occur.
We went to LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger's office to ask her what is being done about the seniors falling through the cracks. You hear about these seniors fending for themselves after the Eaton fire. Could the county have done more? What more can the county do?
We can always do more. We can always do better.
Barger says acknowledging that is a way to move forward.
I make no bones about the fact that there were mistakes made, and I would even argue that I feel like our department needs to step up more and be present.
Barger recently brought forth a motion to develop a program to register seniors. So in a state of emergency, first responders can prioritize them based on that information. But she says it will take more than that to help this vulnerable community.
The government's not going to fill that gap. That is, again, what makes Altadena so unique, is that it's not a one-size-fits-all, and it is neighbors working together.
This is what was once the Altadena Senior Center.
LA County's Aging and Disabilities Program Manager Billy Young says this senior center had 27,000 visits last year alone. He says they tried to contact every senior in their system, but not all could be reached. According to that department, they had over 2,800 clients impacted by the fire. They were able to confirm a little over 2,300 were safe, which meant hundreds were unaccounted for.
In terms of folks that we couldn't reach out to, some may not have a working number because they have a landline, their house was destroyed. Some folks may be housing insecure.
Someone like Gary or Helen. How do you reach someone like Helen?
Oh man, that's difficult.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really tough question. Back to our physical locations where impacted folks can come through.
They're trying to open up temporary centers like one at the Loma Alta Park location on Lincoln Avenue. That center can't come soon enough.
We are going to have transportation, and I know they're reaching out.
Yeah, they just feel so overwhelmed.
Congresswoman Judy Chu, whose district includes Altadena, knows seniors have suffered since the fire.
There was a very critical need that was not met there, and it was very clear that there should be some kind of database of the elderly and disabled that need help so that they don't fall through the cracks.
Like Johnson, who wants so badly to return home.
It's heartbreaking.
In Altadena, Jasmine Veal, KCAL News.
It really is heartbreaking. Well, parts of the San Gabriel Mountains are still blocked off, including popular trails around Eaton Canyon. Cara Finstrom shows us why hikers are asked to stay out and for how long.
Altadena mountain rescue teams have had to repeatedly airlift out hikers sneaking onto Eaton Canyon trails. They've been shut down since January's catastrophic fire.
It was really sad. I was in tears. I love that area. I usually go there, on a nice day.
Lee Shu's home survived the fire, but its flames decimated what she considers her backyard. For now, she's walking her dog Nala along nearby streets. She says visitors who flock here this time of year to see the waterfalls are discovering the trails will be closed a while.
2026, that's a long time.
All of the trails washed out. It was not only that the canyon burned, but then the subsequent flooding.
Norma Garcia Gonzalez is the director of LA County Parks. She says reinforced fencing and signs have been put up to keep people out. But the mountain rescue team has still had to make about a half dozen rescues like this one since the fire. Deputy Dan Page says in some cases, they're plucking hikers from trails they've navigated hundreds of times.
Got turned around when he got up there just because the trees are gone, the shrubs are gone, the trails are, non-existent.
The soil and the trails can be very loose, and that can cause people to fall. Obviously, the terrain here is very steep, so a fall can be deadly.
And U.S. forestry officials say that is their biggest concern. So anyone who violates the closure could face a fine of up to $5,000 or 6 months in prison. But as the summer hiking season gets underway, LA Parks is stressing there's more to explore. They're encouraging people to visit open nearby trails like Chantry Flats.
Folks who show up here and then discover the trail is closed can actually scan one of these QR codes on newly installed signs, enter their zip code, and then find another trail nearby they can visit.
Hikers may want to put together a list of new options. Eaton Canyon's trails will be closed at least through next year.
Do you really anticipate to be able to reopen at that point?
Most likely not. A fire that's this devastating, a more typical time frame could be up to 3 years.
The goal is to also give these hillsides time to heal.
And if you have 1 million people that come through the canyon a year, which is what we have at Eaton Canyon, you can imagine what kind of damage that does.
I think it's going to take time, to have all that grow back again.
Cara Finstrom, KCAL News.
Their homes are now rubble, but LA County says they don't qualify for help. We investigate next.
What that allowed us as a business to do was, get a little bit of revenue in a time when it's really quiet, but it also introduced a bunch of new customers to us.
Plus, the small gifts making a big impact for struggling small businesses.
We partnered with the American Red Cross to help fire victims. If you'd like to donate, scan the QR code there on your screen or go to redcross.org/KCAL.
Well, getting assistance has proven difficult for some fire victims.
Some in the Eaton Fire Zone told us they were deemed ineligible by the county for a relief grant program, claiming their homes didn't actually burn down.
Christine Lazar looked into the issue.
The LA County Household Relief Grant awards fire victims with up to $18,000. It's for things that are not covered by insurance and other assistance. So this program has been critical for those who are uninsured or underinsured. But 2 women say they have been denied by the program because the county claims their homes are still standing. And I can tell you, they are not.
So this is my lovely, beautiful place where I called home for many years. Myself and my little dog, Lola.
Lydia Medell adored her little 1-bedroom cottage in Altadena.
And I have a little front yard, which is really kind of nice. There's my little car, so it looks like I have a little house. Okay, bye.
This was cell phone video she took of her place when she moved in to show her family and friends.
This was my sanctuary, and I'm heartbroken over the fact that I'm no longer here.
Medell's rental burned down in the Eaton fire.
I loved my apartments. Anybody that knows me knows how much I loved Altadena.
At 63, Medell thought she would live out the rest of her life here. Instead, she's bunking at a friend's house. She didn't have rental insurance, so she immediately started looking for outside help.
And when I came across the LA County Household Grant, I applied right away, and I was denied.
In this email response, Medell was told her application was denied because her apartment was not destroyed and or is not uninhabitable.
And I was told to go back to my apartment and live in it.
And this is your apartment?
And this is my apartment. I just felt like I got punched in the stomach all over again, where I actually have to prove to my own county that my apartment is completely destroyed.
Is that my chair? One of my chairs right there?
Altadena renter Kate Alexandria's grant application was also denied.
Saying that my application was not accepted because my residence was not destroyed or made uninhabitable by the Eaton fire. Obviously, as you can see, my residence is a pile of rubble.
Alexandria also did not have rental insurance.
I need this money and I also deserve this money. Like, this is what this money is for.
When I reached out to the LA County Department of Consumer and Business Affairs, which controls the fire relief grant program, I was told that any applicant found to be ineligible could request an appeal, and that both women had pending appeals. But that was over a month ago, so I also contacted Supervisor Catherine Barger's office.
We are allocating grants, and I'm not happy with the pace at which that money is being allocated. But at the same time, when I talk to DCBA, who is allocating the money, they tell me that about 3 out of 10 are deemed eligible, and then there's fraud.
But in these two cases, Barger says the women shouldn't have to wait this long for relief.
And my office briefed me that one was told to resubmit all the documents, even though they submitted them once before. That's unacceptable. And, my frustration continues to be that we need to, in this county, think as though we are those survivors. What would we want people to do for us?
LA County could really, literally change my life right now. And instead, they're making it a lot harder.
This was my walkway.
Both Alexandria and Medell say they're running out of patience.
They might run out of funds, and I won't be able to get any assistance. And it's all because of their mistake.
In a statement to us, the County Department of Business and Consumer Affairs says at our request, it reviewed both of the women's applications again. Kate Alexandria's has moved on to the next step towards approval, but Lydia Medell's has been denied. The county told her that the documentation she provided could not be verified. I forwarded them additional documentation, such as her last utility bill and a doctor's bill. Both showed her living at the destroyed apartment, but the county isn't budging. Christine Lazar, KCAL News.
Well, they're known for serving up meals to those in need all around the globe.
Now the World Central Kitchen is cooking up a new way to directly help impacted communities through gift cards. Plus, a second chance at life after enduring so much. The story of this resilient feline next.
World Central Kitchen is offering direct support for struggling communities after the fires.
Yeah, the nonprofit bought gift cards from impacted businesses for residents to spend at them.
And Elise Martinez went to Topanga Canyon to see how the money is helping the town survive.
There's only one way in and one way out in Topanga Canyon, and that main road has been closed since the January fires and the mudslides that followed, cutting off businesses and residents from surrounding areas and preventing tourists from visiting.
It's really crippled our businesses, and it's just made being here really uncomfortable.
Matthew Morgan is the owner of Endless Color, a restaurant that offers pizza, salads, beer, and wine. And you'll even find a record player that spins vinyl during business hours. Morgan says this popular hangout spot was struggling, but that's when World Central Kitchen walked through the door and bought a significant amount of gift cards, then went to the local farmers market and handed them out for free.
What that allowed us as a business to do was, get a little bit of revenue in a time when it's really quiet, but it also introduced a bunch of new customers to us.
The gift card purchases from World Central Kitchen were also a lifeline for Augustina Ferguson. She's owned the Topanga Living Cafe for almost a decade. Ferguson says the financial infusion is helping her family get through tough times.
Like the months right after the fire, we were looking at around 80 to 90% down, and now we're about 40 to 50% down from where we were last year.
For these small business owners, the nonprofit's help was meaningful and immediate.
We didn't have a lot of red tape. There was no forms. It just was help when you needed it. And the shape that the help came just also created a lot of goodness.
As the community waits for the road to reopen and for the scars of the Palisades fire to heal, they want people to know that Topanga Canyon is still here.
There's still so many good hikes up here. There's still great food, great events, great shopping, and I just want people to be aware that it's absolutely worth the drive to come up here. We're still a very vibrant community, and I think that's gotten lost in the last couple months.
In Topanga Canyon, Elise Martinez, KCAL News.
And now to a reunion months in the making. Pasadena Humane announced that Skinny Minnie the cat is finally back home to her family. She was found during the Eaton fire in pretty bad shape and treated with intensive care. For weeks, no one claimed Skinny Minnie.
Yeah, but one day, one couple who thought Skinny Minnie was their outdoor community cat came to see if she was there. They tried to save her during the fire, but couldn't as they rushed to evacuate. Well, the couple lost their home, so they were thrilled to see Skinny Minnie alive and in good hands.
Skinny Minnie back home with their family and friends, right?
9 lives, definitely.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for watching Rebuilding SoCal. I'm Amy Johnson. We'll be back next Friday at 4:30 right here on KCAL.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. You can find this show on our YouTube page and website. Until next time, thanks for watching.